So to start out, we're going to take the sharpener and just get the general shape started. So I'm just going to gently take the back end of the match and start to gingerly sharpen it into a point with my pencil sharpener. And you might find a little bit more breakage than you want. That's okay. Just take your time, move slowly. Don't let the sharpener gouge into the match. Just let it kind of graze over it. And so I'm beginning to have this like nice tapered point. And then I can take my non-serrated kitchen knife and ever so gently begin to shave it, almost like you're shaving a carrot or peeling, potato, peeling potato skin off the surface. And I'm just kind of grazing it. I'm using my finger as leverage to hold it up against the pressure that's coming from the opposite direction. Okay, it's starting to splinter a little bit. We'll just peel that off. Right? And you want to shave about a ½ inch up from the bottom in a tapered motion. And you may need to do, 5 or 6 of these before you really get a good pair of backing or posts, but it's kind of a meditative activity. I don't know if anybody has whittled wood, but I imagine it might be a similar sort of process. Okay, so it's gotten quite thin and tapered, and now I'm going to take my emery board and just graze over it, going in a forward motion over the wood while turning it. I'm actually using my thumb to turn it forward towards the emery board while I'm moving the emery board in the opposite direction. And once again, my pointer finger is holding it up and using it as leverage to go against the motion that I'm pushing in. And I'm going to focus a little bit more on the bottom here. Turning, turning. Cool. So it looks pretty good. You can do an ear hole check at this point and see if it can go at least halfway through your ear. And if it can, great. Then you're ready to move your shavings aside, take your knife, and cut about 3/4 of an inch, ½ inch up the matchstick. Now you have this like blunt edge here. You're going to take the emery board once again and file that into a round sort of dome. Some splintering just came off. That's okay. Should still work. Like I said, you may need to make a few of these before you find a pair that will really be able to utilize for the earring. But with every one you make, you're going to become more efficient and faster. So if this is a project that you like doing, every time you make another pair of earrings, it's just going to get easier for you. Cool. So now I have my tapered ear post. And I'm gonna make 2 of those, or 3 or 4 or 5. And now I'm going to make my ear backing using some high polymer eraser. If you don't have this eraser type at home, you can use the regular pink eraser, or I was thinking maybe like a magnet might work. If any of you guys try that at home, let me know what you found about it. I think it should be thick enough and durable enough to use and to also be able to poke through. So let me know if that works for you, like a fridge magnet, you know. It's like flexible and kind of rubbery feeling. So I'm just going to cut about an 1/8 inch off the edge here using my kitchen knife, and then I'm going to cut that in half, so I have about, I don't know, like a 1/4 inch square, maybe a little bit less, and then I'm just going to start cutting it into a very rough circle. And this should pierce right through. It's very soft. If you've ever done printmaking before, sometimes you use a material called like a linoleum cut or a lino cut, and it's very rubbery. You can carve into it nicely. And so I have my rough circle backing, and now I'm going to take my awl and just pierce it right through the middle there and slide it through, just gently. So you can see this is tapered, so it's going to kind of mimic the post that we made to go through it. And there I have my little hole, and I will easily be able to put my wooden post through that. Cool. So I have one pair down, or one piece down. So now I'm going to come back to my imagery that I've let dry onto the watercolor paper or hardstock paper. And these are some pieces that I glued on before, but if you waited about 10 or 15 minutes while you were whittling your ear backs, then these should be dry. And I'm just going to take my scissor and cut them out. And I thought this one was a fun word pairing. It says house party. I miss house parties. I really honestly haven't been to a house party in a long time, but right about now, any kind of party sounds fun. There's this online like chat, sort of like a Zoom, that's called House Party. Have any of you guys used that? I haven't used it yet, but I heard it's, you know, kind of a fun way to get together with friends and not have to really be involved in the conversation the whole time. You can kind of bounce in and out. I don't know what the difference is. Maybe there's like different chat rooms or channels. Let me know what you think if you've used that one. So I'm just gonna cut this pair out. My house and my party, and it's obviously an asymmetrical pair of earrings. And I'm gonna put my post here at the top, and for this one I'm going to put it also at the top. it's fun because it's like an oval and a rectangle, and the words are very like bold and popping, and the yellow, the black border, it's fun. So to make my hole, I'm literally just going to use my awl and poke through it using this little makeshift desk that I have here. And then, you know, once again, if you don't have an awl, you can use a nail or a paper clip maybe, or a pin. And then I'm gonna check to see if it's gonna be able to go through, which it will. I just need to use my pin or my nail because this is a little sharper right now. My awl is, I guess, a bit dull for the paper. So I'm just gonna push that through. Boom. And that goes through nicely. So you can see it's not gonna come through from the front side because this is the thicker end, and it goes through, leaving you plenty of space to get through the lobe. And then putting the backing on. And I'm just gonna do my other one. Take the nail and poke through, just gently, there you go. And I'm gonna grab my backing that I made for my first sample pair and make sure that goes through. It does. Cool, cool, cool. All right, so here comes the grand finale. Take my warrior hoops off out of our Forge and Finish production. And I'm gonna try on my new house party earrings. So I'm gonna put this, what did I do first? Okay, I put it through there first, and then I put it through my earring hole, and then I put the backing on. Nice. Likewise with my other earring. Put it through first, then through my earring hole. And then the backing. What do you guys think? Am I ready for my house party? They're super lightweight, really comfortable, big statement earrings, but you know, this is really easy to make. You don't need a lot of supplies or materials, but you know, you can still be creative and do something fun from home. And I really appreciate you guys joining me today. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something new. I hope this was, if nothing else, entertaining, watching me make paper earrings. And if you did find this resource to be helpful and interesting, then you could send us a little scratch if you felt, you know, edified from it. Let me know. Let me know how your projects turn out. We'd like to see. There will be a PayPal link where you can directly deposit funds for these Wednesday workshop series at the end of this video, and then also be sure to watch our Science Friday with Emily. She's teaching us different ways to clean our jewelry using household materials and items, and I'm sure we're gonna have some new series coming up, but check those out as well. Okay, thanks for joining me.